4 astronauts, 250,000 miles from Earth. The first humans to fly past the moon in over 50 years. This is Artemis 2. And this is the cinematic version I built using AI in under an hour. Before we get into it, let me be straight with you. This isn't a full Hollywood production. What you're going to get is a cinematic short, consistent visuals, smooth transitions, real narration, and a score that actually fits the mood. What it won't do is replace real NASA footage. But for storytelling, content creation, or just experimenting with AI filmmaking, this workflow is genuinely impressive. Here's exactly what we're doing today. 4 steps. 1. Generate a cinematic storyboard using AI image generation. 2. Animate each shot using first and last frame video generation. 3. Add narration and a custom score, all inside the same platform. 4. Bring it together in CapCut for the final cut. Let's go. For the storyboard, I'm using Nano Banana 2, InVideo's image generation model. The reason I'm using this instead of jumping to a separate tool is simple. Everything I need for this project, images, voiceover, music, lives in one place. That saves a lot of back and forth. Open InVideo, head to the image generation section, and you'll find Nano Banana 2 listed as a model option. Select it and open a new project. Now here's the prompt I'm using, and notice how minimal it is. Cinematic storyboard of NASA's Artemis 2 mission. Scenes include rocket launch at dawn, astronauts inside the Orion capsule, Earth from deep space, the moon surface close-up, lunar flyby from the capsule window, photorealistic, IMAX quality, dramatic lighting. That's it. I'm giving it the core idea and letting Nano Banana 2 handle the visual structure. If you have a specific astronaut suit design or a reference image you want to stay consistent with, you can upload that here too. Set your aspect ratio. I'm going 16.9 for YouTube. Choose your image count and hit generate. And look at this. The consistency across these shots is what gets me every time. The lighting stays cinematic, the framing feels intentional, and the sequence actually tells a story. Launch, ascent, deep space, lunar approach, flyby. It's structured that on its own. Now to pull out individual frames. Click on the image you want, select Attach to Prompt, then go back and choose the extraction option. The prompt is already pre-filled. Just enter the shot number and generate. The extracted image comes out clean, full quality, no degradation. Repeat this for every shot in your sequence and you've got your full image set ready. You could absolutely take these images into Midjourney, Firefly, or any other generator. The animation step works the same regardless of where your images come from. But since Nano Banana 2 is already inside InVideo and the voiceover and music tools are right there too, I'm not switching apps. The whole pipeline stays in one window. Now for the part that makes this feel cinematic, animating the shots. Go to the Video Generation tab, select Kling 3.0 as your model. Make sure you're on the option that supports first and last frame input. That's the key to getting smooth, controlled transitions. Upload your starting frame and your ending frame. For the prompt, keep it short. Kling already understands the composition from the images. You're just directing the camera. Slow upward camera tilt, rocket ignition, heat shimmer rising, dramatic dawn sky. Resolution, I'm going 1080p. Duration, 5 seconds. No sound, single shot. Hit generate. That's the output. The motion is natural, the transition doesn't feel forced, and the heat distortion actually showed up. This is why Kling 3.0 is the right call for this kind of work. It reads the composition of the frames and builds movement that makes sense. Same workflow. First frame, Earth from the capsule window. Last frame, the moon filling the shot. Simple prompt, slow push forward, deep space, silence, awe. And here's the result. That sense of scale, Earth behind you, the moon ahead, that's exactly what Artemis 2 is. I ran this process for every shot in the sequence. Same method every time. This is where having everything inside InVideo actually saves time. I'm not exporting images, importing them somewhere else, downloading video files, re-uploading. Each step feeds directly into the next. For the narration, I opened ChatGPT, uploaded the storyboard grid, and asked it to write a short narration that matches the scene flow. Tone should be cinematic, factual, and understated. No hype. This is what it gave me, and it lines up with the visuals almost perfectly. Adjust the length or tone to fit your cut. Back in InVideo, go to the Audio tab and select the 11 Labs text-to-speech option. It's built right in. Search documentary in the voice selector. Pick the tone that fits. I went with something measured and authoritative. Paste the narration and generate. Done.
At first light, the engines ignite. The rocket cuts through the silence, pushing humanity beyond Earth once again.
Voiceover ready. For the score, go to the Music tab, select 11 Labs Instrumental. My prompt, a cinematic orchestral score evoking the vastness of deep space, featuring a slow build and emotional melodies, starting with no percussion to create a sense of anticipation and grandeur. Set the duration to match your total clip length and generate. That's your background score. Import everything into CapCut, your animated clips, voiceover, and music. Arrange the sequence, nudge the pacing where needed, and drop a subtle cinematic LUT or color grade on top. I kept mine dark and cool in deep blues, high contrast, to match the space aesthetic, and that's the documentary, start to finish.
At first light, the engines ignite. The rocket cuts through the silence, pushing humanity beyond Earth once again. Inside Orion, the crew sits steady, focused. Systems alive. Trajectory is locked.
Artemis 2 is one of the most significant missions in modern space history. 4 people flying past the moon for the first time since Apollo 17. That story deserves to be told well, and now you have the tools to tell it. Try this with your own topic. The workflow is the same whether you're covering space missions, ancient history, or anything else worth documenting. If you want to follow along with the exact setup I used, I'll leave the InVideo link below. Drop your topic idea in the comments, I read everyone. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.